Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Texans franchise, and today we're gonna have two more games and then a first scouting update. And I think that the team needs to step up actually, because I thought that Davis Mills he's not perfect or anything, but the offensive line is awful. And it starts with the running game, but also pass pro is horrible. And we're getting Dameon Pierce back from injury, so he's going to play this game against the Chargers, the first opponent with Justin Herbert and his great arm, nice mobility, great accuracies on all levels of the field. The running back is Austin Eckler, great athleticism and juke and spin move, carrying, break tackle. He's just not really a power guy. And then a great receiving core, Keenan Allen, but he's out. He has a broken collarbone. He's going to miss 4 weeks, so we're not going to see him. Instead, the number one guy is going to be Odell Beckham Jr. And yeah, he still has the great speed. I guess it got a little bit worse, but still 92 speed is more than enough. And then they still have Mike Williams. So they have a trio of awesome wide receivers, but one of them is injured, and it's the great route runner at that. And then, of course, Joey Bosa is going to be a problem. And yeah, you're going to have to stop this guy if you want to win this game. And 96 finesse moves, 87 power moves, and he's going to line up on Titus Howard. And then on the other side, Khalil Mack is going to face Laramie Tunsil. So the edge rushers are going to give our tackles all hands, a lot of work to do to make this a winnable game. And then they also have JC Jackson, who came off a monster year with the Patriots and got a big deal. And then Derwin James at the back end with great speed and hit power. He's one of the big hitters at safety. Yeah, this team is really complete. They also have a nice offensive line. It's not perfect. There are still a couple of weak spots. You can attack them, but the Texans' defensive line in the first 3 games has not shown that they are competent enough to beat a guard inside or maybe beat a double team here and there. The defensive tackle situation still is a mess. And the edge rushers, slightly below average, I'd say. It's not great, but it's at least not awful like the defensive tackles. And then the Chargers have maybe a hole at middle linebacker. There's not like great talent there, so maybe you can, if you block it up perfectly up the middle, maybe you can get to the second level, make a defender miss, maybe get a few big runs out of there, or maybe just a few nice passes over the middle as the Chargers start up this game. And right off the bat, Austin Eckler has loads of room to run, 12 yards on his first carry of the day. And they're gonna go with a close bunch formation now. Herbert gets it away at the sideline. That's caught and does not move the chains though. So 4th down and 5, and the Texans get the ball back. Score still 0 both. And now Davis Mills, he has had a nice game at the end of the last episode, but overall his season is kind of mixed. 3rd and 5, we start off the game. Brevin Jordan, 12 yards, first down here, close to midfield. And now Dameon Pierce in the backfield, and he gets, no, he does not get a lane, and he got beaten up hard, and he lost the football, and the Chargers recover on the logo. 1st and 10, Justin Herbert gets it away. Nice man beater there on the out route, and that's a first down, 18 yards. Great play by the Chargers offense. 3rd and 1, and Austin Eckler does not get the football, and somebody did not fall for the play action, and that is actually a sack. 4th down coming up, field goal for the Chargers. And Mills gets the ball back, 3-0 game, and wide open is Dorsett down the sideline, breaks a tackle, 15 yards, first down. Finally, they are moving the ball a little bit. Now Mills has 11 personnel. It's a 4-man pressure. Mills gets it away, and Brevin Jordan should have had a holding call there on 3rd and 8. But the ball falls incomplete. It was overthrown by a mile. And that's a punt back to the Chargers. And there's a hit stick and a fumble. Touchdown Texans. It's Garrett Wallow in the end zone. And the Texans take the lead 7-3. And look who forced the fumble, man. It's Christian Harris with a nice hit stick there. And now the Texans are in business. Austin Eckler up the middle, and he just warped through defenders, running down the numbers, and Harris can't catch up to him. Touchdown Chargers. And now the game's a lot tighter and a lot more speed involved here, as Brandon Cooks nowhere to go. Rush for -2 yards. 2nd and 12. Motion for Cooks. Mills gets it away, and that is incomplete. 3rd down and 12 came up, and they could not convert. So punt back to the Chargers, and wide open, it's Mike Williams. And that's 20 yards on the corner route. 1st down Chargers, moving into Texans territory now. Handoff to Austin Eckler. Huge space to the right side there, and that's 14 yards, and Eckler is at 99 yards on 6 rushes. 2nd and 10, Austin Eckler, double slants from the left, and he goes down. Nobody open, and that's a nice sack, but there is an injury, and this is a big one. Rashawn Slater out of the game, moving into the locker room, and yeah, the Chargers put a field goal on the board at least, so it's 13-7 now, but nowhere to go for Damian Pearson. There is another big injury to the line. This time it's the defensive line, but Khalil Mack is also leaving the game. 3rd and 10 now coming up though. Davis Mills, 5-man pressure. Mills got it away, and it is caught by Brevin Jordan. 1st down to end the 1st quarter. And now, after a holding call on 1st down, Davis Mills has 1st and 20, and this is almost intercepted. And there is an injury. It's Laramie Tunsil exiting the game. Davis Mills has a man. This is Justin Ross, and he goes down at the 50 on 3rd and 20. But that's still 15, and still a punt. Gotta punt it back. But this offensive line is beat up, and it's gotten beat up already this season. So, yeah. 3rd down and 7, and the Chargers could just not convert. But there is a roughing the passer, which advances the sticks for the Chargers. Handoff to Austin Eckler. Great block on the outside. Steven Nelson couldn't get to shed the block on Mike Williams, and that's a 1st down. 2nd and 3. This is Austin Eckler up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, falls ahead. That's 10 yards, and Eckler crossed 150 on the day. How are you stopping this guy at all? 1st and goal. No, it's a play action fake, and Kruger Hill comes into the backfield for a 2nd time. Didn't get fooled on that one either. So now 3rd and goal. And Justin Herbert scrambles to the outside, and he goes down again. This time, it's Jonathan Grenard. And 4th down, field goal for the Chargers. It's a 9-point game now. Handoff, Marlon Mack up the left side, breaks a tackle. Gets a 1st down. 4 minutes to go in the half. Texans have to move the football, get some points before halftime. Davis Mills has a clean pocket, gets it away. It's Brandon Cooks upfield. On the logo, is taken down at around midfield. That's a 1st down, 15 yards. 3rd and 10. Mills, play action shot, and he gets rid of it. This is Justin Ross, and he's got a 1st down. Falls ahead, 21 yards. And finally, they are moving the football. Their only points come off a fumble forced on a kickoff recovery. Mills over the middle. It's Justin Ross again. First down. And this is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And they're at the 6-yard line now. 3rd and 3. Mills, can you get it into the end zone? And that's caught. It's Brevin Jordan. Touchdown Texans. And they are finally getting back in the game. Finally getting something going on offense, as Davis Mills has not played great today, but the offensive line has been weakened a lot. Justin Herbert throws it up, and Stingley breaks it up. And that's a 4th down. Punt back to the Texans on 3rd and 5. 4th and 5, rather. Mills gets it away, and John Mechie continues his struggles with catching the football. 3rd and 10. Mills has a man open, and it is caught by Brandon Cooks. First down, but there is an injury. And it's a defensive lineman. 1st and 10, Davis Mills gets it away. It's caught, and that is Nico Collins. And now they're using a timeout. We're still in the first half. There is 22 seconds left on the clock. 2 timeouts left for the Texans. Mills gets it away, and this is caught by Brevin Jordan. Timeout Texans. They're at the 35. Maybe they can take the lead by halftime. They are moving the football here. 3rd and 10. Davis Mills is sacked at the Texans logo, and that was awful, man. Couldn't hold up any pressure at all. This is a 63-yard try for Fairbairn. It's right down the middle, and it's off the crossbar. He almost made a 63-yard field goal try. Are you kidding me with that sack, man? That cannot happen. You can't take a sack there. That was easy field goal range for Fairbairn, and you just lost 11 yards on a way too fast collapsing pocket. But yeah, we're going to move on. Look at some games around the leagues. How are the division foes doing? The Colts win this game. Actually, I guess they are going to win it and move on to 2-2. And also bring the Titans down to 2-2. And Jacksonville Jaguars are behind on the Eagles, but that one hasn't closed yet. It's a really close game. And I guess both quarterbacks are doing fine. Now we're going to go back to the Texans game, as Mills has a clean pocket and finally goes down. Should have gotten rid of it a lot faster. 3rd and 14 coming up. And of course, you're not going to get that. And the loss was really far back. So now the punt was pretty short to the midfield logo. But on 3rd and 5, Justin Herbert couldn't move the ball either. So that's going to be a sack and a punt back to the Texans. And maybe this time it gets a little bit easier. And this is John Mechie finally holding on to the football. 11 yards. He's having drops all over the place. It has been pretty awful. 2nd and 1. Mills, pressure coming in. He gets it away. This is Brandon Cooks, and he just overthrew him. That would have been maybe a touchdown, but at least like 40 yards. And now Dameon Pierce doesn't go anywhere. That's a 2-yard loss. Great play by Fehoko. And yeah, 3rd and 12 resulting in that later. Pressure coming in. Mills gets it away wide open. It's Brandon Cooks. Hit him this time in stride. That's a 1st down. Mills having a pretty awful day on offense, but finally getting the football down the field. 1st and 10. Mills pressured. Zone blitz came in. It's Asante Samuel. And this is going to result in a 7-yard loss. 2nd and 17. Davis Mills gets it away. It's caught by John Mechie. Finally, he's catching the football. And this is 10 yards. 3rd and 7 coming up. Bunch to the right. Davis Mills has a clean pocket, gets it away, but it's short for Brandon Cooks. 4th down and 2. And now do you have to think about it? Yeah, you don't go for it. It's 4th down and 2, not and 1. So you take the field goal and make it a 17-16 game, as down the field the catch is made. It's ridiculous. What is happening? Jalen Petre was right there. And then there's even rushing the quarterback, so that's going to add 15 on top. Wow, that was an awful play. And now Justin Herbert is breaking tackles into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. It's a 12-yard run, and the Chargers all pulling away. Maybe. They're just retaking the lead. 2-point try now. Herbert has some time. Gets it away to the flats, and that's caught by Austin Eckler. 2-point conversion, good. Now it's a 7-point game. And the Texans are going to need to move the football again. Davis Mills starts to scramble, throws off his back foot, and that's caught by Justin Ross, who was wide open over the middle at 17 yards. And a first down. What a throw. They're moving the football, hopefully. 3rd and 10. Mills gets it away. It's Jordan, and he can't get it done. It's 6 yards. Can't break the last tackle there. 4th down. Gotta punt it back. Herbert hands it off to Eckler, and he's brought down. Finally, a tackle for a loss. 3rd and 5. Herbert has got to throw it. He is pressured, flushed out to the right, throws it away. 4th down, and there's a punt back to the Texans. Mills, play action shot. Gets it away, and this is Brandon Cooks, and he's got the first down. That's 16 yards. And Cooks is moving the football here on a very important down. 3rd and 9 now. Mills gets it away. It's Cooks again. Down to the 5. And that's 20 yards. And now Cooks is showing off the wheels here. By the way, Laramie Tunsil got back in the game in this 4th quarter. I think as we have a touchdown for Marlon Mack behind him. We ran behind Laramie Tunsil, and he paved the way for a nice Mack touchdown, who just broke a tackle. Also Kenyon Green with a nice block there. And then Mack just falling ahead, tying the game up at 24. And now Herbert, play action shot, and the defense was not ready for it. That's another conversion, and they are moving in on midfield. As there is a run for Austin Eckler, and nobody's stopping this guy. This is 14 more, and Eckler is closing in on 200 yards just on the ground. 1st and 10, and pressure is coming in. This is a zone blitz, and it worked out to perfection. It's Desmond King in the backfield, taking down the quarterback. 3rd and 5. Mills gets it away. Cooks catches it. 13 yards, first down, and that's putting Mills over 300 yards on the day. Mills, play action shot, gets it away, and this is caught by Justin Ross in between 3 defenders. That's his 50th pass of the day, because the Texans cannot get the running game going at all. Been passing it all game, and now we're at the 2-minute warning. You have a chance to go win this game. 2 minutes left. It's crunch time. 3-point game. Davis Mills has a clean pocket, and this is intercepted. What is happening? And Titus Howard can close in on the defender, and that is going to be a pick 6. Wow, that was awful. That was a bad throw, and that cost him the game. I mean, it was a bad decision, but you can't also bobble it around like Brandon Cooks did on that play. And then Bryce Callahan takes it all the way. And that pick 6 ends the game. Mills actually threw for 61 passes, which is ridiculous. We managed to keep Eckler below 200 yards, but this run D is awful. On the other hand, Brandon Cooks 119 on 8 catches. That is a nice workload. As Justin Ross had 93 receiving yards. Brevin Jordan had 81. So we were passing the ball a lot today. And John Mechie had just 30 yards. He should be the route runner on this team, but he's not open all that much. And he sometimes drops the wide open passes. And yeah, defense, I mean, we were creating some pressure. It's not like we couldn't stop them at all. We forced some punts today, but the offensive line has been weakened. And I hope it's nothing serious for anybody. But yeah, Christian Harris with a beautiful hit stick there on the kickoff return. That was nice to see. But yeah, we just created 17 points on offense, and that is not enough to win games in this league. As Jalen Petre is about 2 games away from having his dev revealed. And getting an upgrade here as well. That was a pretty weak upgrade, by the way. But yeah, the 0-4 Texans in the search for their first win Mills hopefully won't have to throw it 61 times in the next game. That might be an NFL record. I don't know. But we lost Blake Cashman this week to an injury, dislocated shoulder. So he's going to be out. Losing a starting linebacker where we are already weak is not helping. Especially Cashman is one of the big hitters. He might force a fumble one day. And yeah, Jonathan Grenard has a breakout chance, and he needs to get 1 sack or 1 TFL. That should be doable. Let's do it. As we face the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence with really nice ratings. They still have James Robinson with not that great speed, but 93 break tackle, 91 trucking, 85 stiff arm. So there's something to work with. And then they obviously also have Travis Etienne. They signed Christian Kirk to a big deal. Way too big if you ask me, but he got the 4-year extension or not extension, the 4-year free agent deal worth $84 million. Trayvon Walker is on this defense, but he's kind of really raw as a pass rusher. He's a good run defender. Josh Allen is kind of the other way around, I guess. He's a great pass rusher and more of an average run defender. So this is an interesting edge duo, and there is some big-time athleticism on that defense as well. But there is also a lot of inexperienced younger players that need some work done on, and especially the defensive line outside of those two I just showed is pretty weak. So the game plan might be to run it up the middle and hope they can't stop it. And also the second level, the linebackers. I mean, there is Devin Lloyd, but he is young and he needs some more XP and upgrades and stuff like that. So maybe there's a chance here to run it down their throats. And for the defense, this is going to be challenging because the Jacksonville offensive line is not awful and our defensive line is. And I'm expecting this to be a hard-fought game where we have to wrestle down James Robinson with non-existing linebacker play. And just right off the bat, there is a huge opening over the middle, and that is 23 yards to Christian Kirk. He moves the chains, and now from midfield, Trevor Lawrence. There is a zone blitz, but Travis Etienne wide open over the middle, and he's got the first down. That's 21 more, 2 big plays, and Lawrence is already down the field there in the red zone. Motion in for Chenault. And Trevor Lawrence has to settle for the dump off at the sideline. And that is going to result in a field goal try because they couldn't move the chains there on 3rd down. And now Davis Mills comes out onto the field with a below 50% completion percentage because that game was pretty awful, the last one. But Justin Ross wide open right off the bat, and that's 17 yards and a first down. Ross is tearing up this league here, taking it by storm with ridiculous catches and concentration as 3rd down, and this is incomplete, almost picked off. So the Texans punt it back, and the pressure is coming in now. Zone blitz, James Robinson, 1st down and a lot more. That's 27 yards. And Lawrence moves the football again. 2 tight ends to the right as Lawrence couldn't fake the defender, and that is Christian Kirksey on the zone blitz. The linebacker up the middle, getting his 1st sack on the season. 3rd and 12, throwing it up, and Derek Stingley couldn't stop Christian Kirk. Man, you gotta knock it away. You're right there, right in position. And now up the middle, James Robinson. There is a lot of green grass, and he gets a 1st down and then some. That's 17 yards on his 2nd carry of the day. Trevor Lawrence, 2 tight ends to the right, throws it wide open. This is James Robinson on the catch, and touchdown Jacksonville. Wow, 10-0. And the Texans haven't even done anything on offense as Nico Collins makes a ridiculous catch, and that's 26 yards and a first down. Great play by Collins there. Great concentration in between multiple defenders. 1st and 10, and Dameon Pierce runs it up the middle and fumbles it away again, just like he did last time. Man, what is happening to you? Dameon Pierce fumbling it away and giving the Jacksonville Jaguars the ball back right there when you were just past midfield, getting into field goal range. And now Trevor Lawrence moving the football. James Robinson up the middle. That's 11 and another first down, closing in on 50 already to start the second quarter. 1st and 10 up the middle. Robinson redirects, gets a first down, and that's 10 yards, and he's across the 50-yard mark on the day. Trevor Lawrence, 4-man pressure, clean pocket, gets it away, touchdown. It's Christian Kirk, and the Texans are down by 3 scores now. It's 17-0 to start the second quarter here. Dameon Pierce to the left side, and he got a block thrown by Justin Ross, and that's a first down. 3rd and 2. Dameon Pierce, goal line formation, runs it up the middle. That's a first down, and that's 19 yards. Dameon Pierce up the middle. There is some running room. Gets a block thrown by Ross, and that's 19 yards actually. And now Dameon Pierce is across 50. Now empty backfield. Pressure coming in. Open is John Mechie. Touchdown Texans. But there is an injury, and it's right tackle Titus Howard, and he's not coming back. Broken thumb. So he's going to be replaced by Austin Deculus, a 61 overall right tackle. And now Trevor Lawrence going down, and there is Jerry Hughes with a sack, and that is going to result in a punt for the Jaguars. And the Texans get the ball back. Mills open over the middle as Brevin Jordan. That's a first down, and that's 18 yards, and they're converting at the edge of field goal range. 2nd and 7. Pierce up the middle, falling ahead, getting 8, getting the first down. They have some success running the football here, actually. They hand it off again. Dameon Pierce finds a lane to the left side, is caught up by the safety, but that's still 11 yards and a first down. And now at the goal line, 3rd and 1. And they are actually throwing it, and that's incomplete. Justin Ross had it sailing over his head because Mills was impacted by the throw. They're gonna try it on 4th and 1, and Mills has a man wide open, and that's Brandon Cooks. Touchdown Texans. And just like that, 17-0 turns into 17-14, and we're at the end of the half. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And let's get to the second half. It's been an awful day for the run defense of the Texans, but maybe the Jaguars' run defense is even worse. We'll see. This is what we're going to try. In another game around the league, the Texans actually lost the last game and are now trying to win this one against Carson Wentz and the Commanders, as the Colts, who are now 2-2 as well, are winning again against the Russell Wilson-led Broncos, as Jonathan Taylor had himself a day again, 92 yards and a touchdown. And they move on to be 3-2. Pierce up the middle, and that's 16 yards, and he's closing in on 100. He's 1 yard shy. 1st and 10. Davis Mills throws it. It's caught by Brevin Jordan, and that's a first down. 16 yards to the tight end, who's having a nice, not rookie season, but a nice season to start the series with. And Dameon Pierce up the middle, falling ahead. 13 more, but now 3rd and 10. They could move the football on 1st and 2nd down. Mills gets it away. It's Brevin Jordan, Mr. 3rd down right now, and he's got the first down. Down at the 12. 3rd and 7 now. And they are going with a play action boot. Davis Mills off his back foot, and it's incomplete. That was awful, but at least it's a field goal, and the game is tied at 17. And now there would have been an interception, and now Chenault is running it all the way back. No, he gets caught up too by Jalen Petre, but that was 66 yards to Chenault, as Eric Murray almost had a pick six there. And now Trevor Lawrence on first down goes down. It's Jerry Hughes in the backfield getting a sack. 2nd and 19. 11 personnel. Robinson's the back. And Trevor Lawrence just got annihilated by Jerry Hughes. 3rd and 26. And that's not going to lead anywhere. That's going to be a field goal for the Jaguars. And the Texans come back out onto the field. 7.1 yards per carry for Dameon Pierce, who gets another handoff. Runs away from a defender. Shoves off a tackler there. That's 12 yards. Puts him at 127. Another handoff. Dameon Pierce. Nowhere to go this time. That's a great tackle there for loss. But A.J. Cann is leaving the game. Another injury at offensive line after Titus Howard already had to leave the game. Max Sharping in at guard. 3rd and 7. Mills wide open. John Mechie. First down. And that is 27 yards to the rookie receiver out of Alabama, who is finally catching some footballs. 1st and 10. Davis Mills. Over the middle. It's Justin Ross. And he's got the first down. 22 yards, and there is another injury. It's Kenyon Green. And now we're down 3 starters on offensive line. Green also exiting into the locker room. He's not coming back in this game. 2nd and 6. Mills hands it off. Pierce touchdown, and the Texans take the lead in this one. Dameon Pierce is putting on a show today. But also this defensive line can't stop anything. 3rd and 8 for Trevor Lawrence. Can he get the first down? Throws it down the field, and this is broken up by Petre. 4th down. And Lawrence has to give the football away. 1st and 10. Pierce up the left side. Gets a block thrown by Dorsett. He is off to the races. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. It's Dameon Pierce sliding into the end zone. It's a huge score, and they are taking a 2-score lead here. Houston. Perfect block here by Philip Dorsett, and then he outran, somehow with his low speed, outran all the defenders, and that's a touchdown for Dameon Pierce. Trevor Lawrence throws it down the field, and that is actually caught by Christian Kirk, as Eric Murray couldn't do anything about it, and it is even a pass interference call on Murray. 3rd and 4. Trevor Lawrence trying to move on into the end zone, make this a 1-score game again. Gets a completion right at the sticks, and they are short. It's 4th down, and Harris makes the all-important stop here. Handoff, actually, toss outside to Robinson, and it appears they actually didn't give it to them. This looked like they got it, but of course we're not going to challenge that one. It's a turnover on downs, ruled by the refs. But Davis Mills is going down on 3rd down and 10. So the Jacksonville Jaguars are just going to start over from scratch here after the punt back by the Texans. At the 25, Trevor Lawrence with a close bunch look here. And he just takes it off, takes off himself, calls his own number, gets 10 yards, first down for Trevor Lawrence. We're off to the 4th quarter now, 11-point game. Read option. It's Trevor Lawrence getting a block at the outside, and now finally being taken down by Petre. 1st and 10, 13 yards. Run for Lawrence. New first down, and that's a catch made by Christian Kirk, and that's a first down as well, 12 yards. They are moving the football now inside the red zone. Trevor Lawrence, can they finish this drive up as Robinson up the middle? Stopped by Murray, but it's still 12 yards in the first down. 11 personnel, Robinson's the back. He gets the football, and he just runs it into the end zone. 9-yard touchdown, and there is another injury by Evan Ingram. 2-point try for Trevor Lawrence to make it a field goal game, and Lawrence is sacked, and that is Roy Lopez in the backfield. 2nd and 4 for Mills. It's a 5-point game, and Dameon Pierce has another huge run. He's over 200 yards already, and he's trying to close in on 250. 2nd and 5. 11 personnel. Pierce is the back. He gets the handoff. Running ahead. Full steam. That's 15 yards. And another first down that puts him over 250 on the day. Pierce, another handoff, and he takes it to the outside this time. And that's a first down, 15 more. He's at 274. Trying to get a record that is unbelievable to top, and Pierce is running full steam ahead, getting 16 on this one after a holding call on first down. And now we're at the 2-minute warning. Can you punch it in and finish this game? Dameon Pierce to the goal line, full steam ahead, touchdown Texans. Dameon Pierce is over 300 yards rushing now. That was a ridiculous drive. They didn't throw it once. They just ran it down the Jacksonville Jaguars' throats because they could not stop it at all costs. And Pierce has a beautiful touchdown there, running over the safety. And now the Jaguars trying to somehow get a touchdown out of this, and actually they managed to convert this one and move the chains. Getting to the 7, Trevor Lawrence is moving inside the pocket, flushed out to his right, throws it back foot, and that's a touchdown for Shenault. But there is only 27 seconds left, and the Texans are gonna recover this one, and they're gonna go down to the knees, and this game is over. The Texans did it. It's their first victory of the season. Beautiful game for Dameon Pierce, rushing for over 300 yards. It's a ridiculous performance. But Lawrence actually threw for 358 and 3 scores. Davis Mills didn't have to do much, but still 2 touchdowns, no picks. 308 yards for Dameon Pierce on 8.8 average and 3 touchdowns. That was ridiculous. Christian Kirk, 140 and a score. Shenault, 80 and a score. Brevin Jordan, 56. Robinson had 55. And Justin Ross got 40. So that's still 40 yards and 2 catches. So the rookies are doing well. And Brevin Jordan as well. Jerry Hughes had 3 sacks in this game. He was in the backfield a little bit there. And I like to see it, man. He's doing well. For the rest of the team, Kirksey got in there, but that's it. Jerry Hughes was the only one bringing pressure today. And forced fumble by Rayshon Jenkins on Dameon Pierce. Early fumble, but we trusted him, gave him the football, and after that appearance, he got himself an upgrade. And this is a kind of average one. You just get a little bit of everything here for the power back. And yeah, trying to just improve this carrying rating here after 2 fumbles in back-to-back games. But yeah, Jonathan Grenard, by the way, did not get it. He did not get the breakout. He didn't even have 1 TFL. And I assume that's fair because he is just below average. He's not even average. As Titus Howard is gonna miss the rest, yeah, not the rest of the season. 4 games, and then what was the other injury? 4 games as well for, I think that was Kenyon Green. So yeah, but Dameon Pierce just got AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Sorry. Yeah, that's great. He gets some more XP from that. And now for the bye week. We are gonna go with stay grinding because we need the XP. We need to stay focused. We can't just relax and do nothing about it. 500 XP for all players. That's nice. A little bit of stamina going back there. Ross Blacklock gets an upgrade. He is one of the defensive tackles, but it's been kind of weak. But this is a pretty great upgrade. Block shedding, finesse, and power moves getting there. That's nice. And maybe he is our #1 pass rusher on the interior, I guess. But yeah, we have the draft preview here coming up. Alex Day, A catching, A press, B stamina. He's the #1 projected player on the board, and he looks like awesome, man. He looks so good. As does Donnell Hearns, but he has a little bit of weakness in the strength department. But he still should be a fine pass rusher if you take him #1 overall. But for now, I would go with Alex Day. He looks absolutely stunning. Then I'm just going to go down the board here, 20, 25 players maybe. Quincy Branch looks like a solid tackle, but he is not a great athlete or anything. And for his skills, we have a couple A's, but also a C in an important department here, run block finesse. So that's kind of looks average to me. Eric Bayless looks like the top quarterback, but I'm not really all in on this guy. His athleticism is pretty bad actually. For a top 5 pick, you expect a little bit more, but at least he has A short accuracy, A under pressure, and A awareness. Maybe you have to consider him. Dwayne McLaughlin, the second corner on the board, only 5'9", but good to great acceleration and great to elite strength, good to great agility. So I guess he is a really great athlete, and he tries to prove his worth even as a 5'9" corner. But in this league, anything's possible, I guess. His letter grades don't look all that great for now. Sean Kendricks is a edge rusher with slightly above average athleticism, I guess. He doesn't look great or anything. D block shedding. You don't know the power of finesse moves. Maybe he has both A's, but for now I'm not impressed. Another tackle, 21 years old, out of Oklahoma. Great to elite strength. That's a nice trait. Good to great acceleration. That's the two things I'm looking at here. And he looks a lot better than the first tackle prospect we looked at. B run block, so you already know right off the bat that's a solid starting point. And then another tackle, 21 years old, out of Louisville. And he looks like a monster athlete, but his strength is below or just at average. But he looks awesome. A pass block finesse, A run block finesse, B injury. Already know he looks solid. And then another quarterback, 23 years old, out of Boise State, Daniel Alfaro. Great to elite throw power, poor to marginal speed. So he's not mobile at all, and you need to have like perfect tools, a perfect arm to complement that bad mobility. And at least he has a medium accuracy to start out with. There is another quarterback, 22, San Jose State. And overall, I'm not impressed by the quarterback class. Not mobile at all. He's a pocket passer and only solid to good throw power. Already out of the running for me. Don't even care about the letter grades anymore, because that's not enough in my opinion. Although he has a short and medium accuracy, so maybe somebody's getting a good pocket passer, but I'm not, because this offensive line is awful, and if I'm taking a quarterback, you gotta have some ability. Darren Thomas, 22, out of Florida, an edge rusher who looks to have great athleticism in the moving department, but not great strength. So that's another thing. If you go up against somebody with great strength at the tackle position, how do you win as an edge rusher there? Also, only D power moves. That's not doing it, man. Another tackle, 22 years old, Iowa State, Lawrence Norton, who is a good athlete, I guess, but also decent to solid strength is not great. And but I guess A pass block finesse, A run block finesse, C pass block power. If you get like a B pass block, a B run block, maybe there is something there, even though he doesn't have the greatest strength. Another tackle, 22 years old, Wisconsin, Landon Honeycutt, and he is a great to elite strength guy, but the moving abilities are not all that great. So I guess he's more of a power guy, and he has A, run block power, and C, pass block finesse. So that's kind of underpinning the last phrase I said. We got another quarterback, 21 years old, out of Kentucky, Tyson Clark, and his physicals look, I guess, okay. He has good mobility, but his throw power is nothing special at all. This guy looks more like Jalen Hurts, I guess. And a juke move. What kind of letter grade are you really revealing here? That's not interesting to me. Nazir Pearman, the first receiver, 21 years old, 5'11", 198. Right off the bat, I think this guy is a below average receiver. His athleticism is nothing special. He doesn't have good size, and his route runnings are not, I mean, I guess B short route running is good, but C medium route running and D catch in traffic. He's not a good slot receiver either, so he's not the guy for me. Otis Hobbs is 22 years old, edge rusher. Actually, he's a defensive tackle at that weight, and I like his athleticism. It doesn't look great, but he has acceleration and power, and he has already revealed B block shedding and A tackling. So you already know that this guy is probably gonna be a good run stopper on the interior, and maybe a good pass rusher as well. A linebacker, Chris Atkinson, good to great speed, great to elite excel, good to great strength. You already know, okay, this guy is a good athlete, and he has B block shedding and B hit power and A awareness. So this guy looks to me like somebody to focus on. You want to reveal more of that, more of these grades. He looks good as a run stopper already. And now a tackle, 21 years old here for Denzel Pitts, who is more of the same, just a average athlete. Doesn't look all that spectacular. Maybe, I guess his agility and change of direction aren't horrible, and his letter grades show that. A lead block, A run block finesse, but C run block power. So if I'm picking top 5, this is not my guy. Tyrese Burton, 22 years old, is an interior guy as well, 318 pounds, great to elite strength, but I guess great to elite for an edge rusher. So maybe we'll see. B power moves, and you know he has a lot of strength, so I guess his block shedding can't be that bad. And A tackling and B awareness. This guy looks good in the middle of the first round, I guess. Aaron Bates, the only first round linebacker, 21 years old, out of Clemson. And I gotta say, I'm a little underwhelmed. This is not a great athlete. He's just average across the board, but he has B awareness, B block shedding, and B catching. Maybe he's a not great athlete, but a do-it-all linebacker that just wreaks havoc anywhere he's on the field. So this draft class overall just doesn't strike me as something brilliant. I'm not fond of the quarterback class. Doesn't look good to me, actually. Eric Bayless, maybe. He's a top 5 prospect. He has A awareness, but on the other hand, his mobility is not good. It's not horrible, but it's not good either. And if I have that, I'd rather just keep Davis Mills because his athleticism is at least a little better. And then he doesn't have a great arm either. So I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Texans franchise. See you in the next episode. Until then, spread some love.